The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork, pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
The old method of treatment for a person in this condition was to throw him in jail.
98 KUPD.
Brady, it's just about that time for you to give us entertaining news. And there is a video out right now for the entertainment drill that because it's brought to you by my friends at reactdefense.com, which is just fantastic. It's on my Fox Phoenix 10. People are sending it to me. Brett saw it. My buddy Wilson sent it over, and he goes, "Do you learn this at React Defense with the Tactical Black?" A Marine in Yuma, standing in line at a convenience store just waiting to pay for his thing. A few morons come wandering in. One of them's got a handgun. Marine, calmly steps to the side, sees the guy brandish the gun, assesses the situation, goes through what's called the RCAT. You redirect, you control, you attack, you take away. And he does exactly that because a gun can only do one thing. And when one dude's got one and the other guys are standing there, he looks at the other guys, you can clearly see it, moves the gun. That's step one. Can't get beamed by it now. But breaks the dude's wrist, goes in with a punch, controls it, takes the whole thing away. It is over. And you see what kind of pussies bad guys actually are in this video because once the sheepdog stood up to the sheep, they ran. The other dudes were not there for the fight. They weren't there to back their guys. They weren't anything. They were there for the hoping nobody fights back thing. And the second someone fought back, you see that other dude scramble. This video could not be more perfect for what goes on at React Defense. Now, was he technically sound? No, but it doesn't matter. The situation was eliminated. He took control of the situation, and he destroyed the operator, which is my favorite phrase when we're up there at React Defense. You destroy the operator. Redirecting that gun is the first thing you can do. Make sure it's not pointing at someone else, but you can't do that. Just make sure it's not pointing at you. And he took care of that situation, and it is awesome. And it's the last thing those guys expected. They got caught. The other dude ran away because he wasn't helping his pal because they're wimps. And deep down, that's all they're looking for. They're looking for victims weaker than them and saw one that wasn't, and the whole thing got shut down. It's phenomenal, and it's not something that you can't do. You're sitting there right now. I'm a cripple right now. I can barely walk. I was up there yesterday, and we were fighting. We were doing all sorts of stuff because we were doing things. And the world doesn't care that my hip hurts. The world doesn't care that I can't run real good right now. So I have to be kind of smart.
You're staying out of convenience stores.
I can go in a convenience store because I know right now I can handle myself knowing that, I don't need to get to kicking and doing all sorts of stuff. You better be able to take care of yourself. That's basically all it comes down to. This dude didn't expect that. He was out getting some beer or milk or whatever. Standing in
combos,
line.
Probably.
Could be. If he's like you, Brady, he's getting some of them weird poison dust candies that you eat. Gotta have that bag of combos. My fingers aren't Pachitoed. It wasn't a good day. So, yeah, you're just standing there with your combos like, what's going on? He didn't expect it, but he reacted properly. And that's because he's trained. That's pretty awesome. You can have this training. You can get in great shape and just be smart. These situations are awesome. That's why we love watching these videos. Everybody's watching it goes, yeah, kick their ass. We like when bad guys get theirs. And you can do that. There's no reason you can't be the confident one in that video someday. I hope it never happens to you. But if it does, I don't want to see you get hurt. I don't want to see you standing there watching your money go away and everything else. There's ways to fight back. Be a sheepdog, not a sheep. This is awesome. Watch that video. We should post that thing. It's everywhere. And it gets me excited because that's exactly what they do. And when my friend Wilson said, is this what you do? It's like, that's exactly what we do. Constant scenarios of where those guns come at you. That guy did a great job. So, Semper Fi to that Marine. I think that's what they say, right? Hoorah.
Yeah.
Something like that. Go get them. And you guys can get that training your own selves up there. ReactDefense.com. Get on it right now and be part of Tactical Black. Brady, entertainment.
Nerdist.com did a list of the best opening scenes in horror movies.
Horror?
horror movies.
Horror. Sometimes he says horror.
Sorry,
That was a horror. The horror, like a movie.
Oh, that.
A horror movie. Oy vey, look at the horror. A chopa? Go ahead.
I always remind myself of when Marlon Brando at the end of Apocalypse Now. Yeah.
You're no
Jaws.
Marlon Brando.
It's a great opening scene.
That's true.
Yeah?
The original where she's skinny dipping.
Pretty outstanding.
It
It sets the tone for the movie.
1978 Halloween.
Yeah.
Young Michael Myers kills his sister while wearing the clown costume. That was a pretty strong opener. Jurassic Park, where
Remember how that opened?
Me neither.
it was the transport of the Velociraptor. Doesn't go well. The guy gets pulled in.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot how that movie started.
The Hitcher with C. Thomas Howell.
Wow.
Picks up a hitchhiker. Gets creepy when the guy goes, last guy picked me up, I'm murdered. Silence of the Lambs, when Foster is seen running through the forest with the ominous music playing.
Yeah, she's
and then
FBI training.
It's shot from an angle like she's being watched.
Yeah. That whole movie shot. Like, it's such a weird way to film a movie. Straight on shots of people talking directly to the audience, staring into the lens of the camera. It's very Dragnet.
Ruby Rose was fired from the Batwoman movie.
I don't know who that is.
DC. She was cast. You'd recognize Ruby Rose. She's been in a ton of movies. She was in John Wick. She was the deaf bodyguard in John Wick, the second one, I believe. She's been in a Triple X with Vin Diesel.
Who was she in Triple X?
In the last one, when he was,
she's kind
surfing through the force of Brazil.
Like she's just smoking Rachel Maddow.
Yeah.
I think that's
well,
what
she
I'm
was
seeing.
fired, and she's now accusing Warner Brothers that the lot was they're filming it on. A lot of abuse and misconduct was going on. She was Dougray Scott is also in the movie, and he was abusive to women. She said he even injured a stunt woman one time.
Like punching them and stuff?
I don't know,
I
but
think
he's
you talked about that
denying
the minute it happened. Like, if somebody's getting hurt, like, I don't understand the word abuse anymore.
Yeah.
Like physical,
She
I understand
says
there's mental, but bring it
after
up.
they let her go, the producers had a private investigator watching her. Warner Brothers issued a statement denying all of the accusations, except for the fact that they fired her. They admitted that part, and they said it was based on multiple complaints about workplace behavior.
Oh, God. Just don't like where I work. People say dirty things. Words hurt. You had a job, right? And they fired her because she was, I don't know, mean?
But it was okay when she still had the job.
Right. Everything was fine while they were paying her.
Miley Cyrus shows her boobs in a new issue of Interview magazine. Interview magazine, Brett.
I'm looking it up.
Yep. I don't know if you heard he announced his social media app.
Yeah? Oh, he's got it going.
Truth Social.
Oh, God. This is going to get good.
It will get heated up here.
And it's his thing.
There's another app.
Oh, God.
Walk to Mordor, or Mordor. The app for the Lord of the Rings. You
can play pretend you're walking to Mordor, because that looked fun. Mm-hmm. Those are Miley Cyrus's cans?
Apparently.
Oh, it's a picture of her cans over her cans?
Yeah.
I don't think I like that.
I don't think
they're smushed up against glass. Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, they're smushed up against a piece of glass that's magnifying them.
Oh.
I don't know what that is, because
Not
she's
impressed.
got a great body.
Yeah.
Like, she works out real good. I don't know if she's got a great body.
All right, that looks a little bit better there.
That looks pretty good. Those aren't her boobs.
Those?
There's like something stuffed in there.
That's the bra right there.
Yeah. She's got nice legs, but I just can't tolerate her voice or her face.
Yeah, see, they look a little smaller here.
Yeah, she doesn't have very big. Well, that's a pretty good picture. Her and Dua in the physical video.
Oh, here you go.
Well, there you go. That's her ovaries, for God's sake. What are we talking about? Her boobs showing. I can see her innards.
Jeez.
Jesus, I could use that for a textbook on how to perform a hysterectomy. My God. Proctologists have less of a view of that thing.
Got another Sopranos story.
Man. All right.
James Gandolfini once had a tantrum over a Sopranos scene where Tony pleasures himself.
That's pretty good.
He filmed it anyway. It never made it into the episode.
Just saying, I don't remember seeing
Tony
that.
beaten off.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't think I want that.
And he wasn't happy about that.
I think I want that one.
Dr. Dre was served divorce papers
At a funeral.
at the cemetery after his grandmother's funeral.
These two hate each other. Like him and his wife are just being evil. This divorce is also like 3 years old. Still not a thing.
It's the final check. They're negotiating this
served
final
him
payment.
Papers, like she's doing it now.
She's saying, I believe I owed this much. He obviously disagrees.
Brutal.
We'll end it with this one.
That's pretty good.
Artists who are in the Rock and Roll Hall
Those
of
bananas?
Fame.
Is she just laying in a field of bananas?
I don't get it.
I don't either, but
Yes.
I can only imagine what's going to happen to those bananas in a
They're
second.
peeled, and that's the pile of the unpeeled bananas
It's a pile of unpeeled bananas.
in
but
the center. And
you know
then
what she's been doing to those bananas. You assume it from the sexy pose.
she's trying to capture monkeys.
That's exactly right.
She's
Fred.
doing this.
That's exactly. There she is. That is the scene with bananas in, and then words is after she's expelled the bananas from the honey hole. Yes, right. She's just trying to make the zoo people crazy. Put all that food out there.
So here, a list of artists who are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame more than once.
Okay.
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl twice,
Yeah.
yeah. Nirvana. Eric Clapton,
Yeah. For
3
Cream.
times.
Cream and himself and
Yardbirds.
Yardbirds. There you go.
McCartney.
Same with Jimmy Page.
McCartney's got to be in there 3 times.
McCartney,
Twice.
all the Beatles are in there twice.
Okay.
So
Solo,
Wings is not in.
and then
No, I think it'd just be solo.
I think it just
Wow.
Wings hasn't
What's
been
Ringo in there for twice?
Yeah, no kidding.
solo.
What?
This is all 4 members
MJ's
are
got to be in
also
there
in
twice,
the hall
right?
as solo artists.
Michael Jackson's in there
Yep,
twice?
Jackson 5,
Geez, I don't know. That's
Tina
tough.
Turner,
Oh, there you go.
Rod Stewart, and Ronnie Wood, Faces,
Oh, wow. I didn't even think of Faces. That's a pretty good list.
Stevie Nicks.
Alone and Fleetwood Mac.
It's about the only other one.
Pretty darn good list.
Then your boys, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and Young.
All of them are in there twice?
Neil Young was in there twice, Buffalo Springfield, and then his solo.
Wow. I'd like an album of all the two-timers.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. All right, there you go. Did you see that thing on TMZ just popped up about that lacrosse player? She is her name was Maddie Nickpon, died at age 20, in what would be the worst thing your parents would have to carry with them forever. Tufts University lacrosse player died after a hot dog eating contest.
Oh.
It's hard not to laugh.
It is.
Like, that's the story your parents tell. Oh, we lost our daughter at an early age. Oh, what happened? Car accident? No, she was choking down some wieners. And
Turkey
one got
franks or all
lodged.
beef?
I don't know,
Unto
Brady. There was
say-
plenty left over, though, because nobody could eat afterwards. But just a terrible
didn't finish.
story.
I didn't see that one. I did see the
Terrible
one
story.
where the surgeon confessed to killing his wife of 20 years ago.
Oh,
He
boy.
finally stepped up during the parole and said, yeah, I killed her. I strangled her.
His
And
wife
he
of
was-
20 years ago or his wife of 20 years?
It happened 20 years ago,
Oh, he
and
killed
he's been
her while he
serving
was-
time.
Gotcha.
And he finally confessed. And then he said, yeah, I strangled her first. And then he was also a pilot. Took her up in a plane and goes, I threw the body out of the plane.
Oh,
over the ocean."
wow. That's a good movie. Now, see, that's a story I could tell about somebody I love. It's like, how did your loved one pass? Hot dog eating contest. That's kind of maybe I think that's a story I'll tell about Brady, but that makes sense.
It's very
We
believable.
lost a girl at age 20 to a hot dog eating contest. I mean, a somber hot dog eating contest. That's terrible. You don't ever expect that to happen, but it's very possible when you're throwing hot dogs in your throat like that. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. That's why I don't want to go out. That's why I don't join
In a
those.
hot dog eating
No,
contest?
I don't want to go
I hope
out.
they weren't footlongs.
I almost choked to death a year ago at that Texas Grill. And the
That's right.
only thing in my head that I was thinking was, I can't die in the Texas Grill. This can't be the story of my life.
We going back for the anniversary?
No.
At least it wasn't she died on a Little Smokies eating contest. you know?
Those are choking hazards. Chew your food,
So
kids.
good.
Chew your food. That's it. We're all done. Larry's coming up next. You guys have yourselves a fantastic Thursday, and we will see you tomorrow right here in the morning segment. So long.
Pathetic.
98.
That's it. That's bonkers!
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, repeat, ericsfamilybbq.com.